On the northern edge of the Indian subcontinent, Alexander the Great's army clashed with King Porus' forces in a battle that shook the ancient world. Time may have buried the details of this conflict, but we can still glimpse ancient Indian warfare through this encounter. Alexander, heir to the Persian Empire, marched not just for conquest, but to showcase his ambition as a world conqueror. His troops, after traversing deserts and scaling mountains, finally reached the Indus River Valley. King Porus was no pushover. As a native Indian ruler, Porus leveraged local resources to amass a large army and prepared to face Alexander using traditional Indian war tactics, the elephant phalanx. Compared to Alexander's elite forces, Porus's army was larger and full of local flavor. Elephants, chariots, and soldiers armed with long spears and bows formed layered defenses. Porus saw elephants as the core of his army, thinking they could dominate the battlefield, especially against Alexander's light cavalry and archers. However, Alexander's smarts truly shone in this battle. Faced with King Porus's massive army, Alexander didn't confront it head-on. Instead, he cleverly used the strategy of drawing the enemy in. He ordered his troops to spread out and feigned retreat, luring Porus's forces into a prearranged battleground. As Porus's army pursued, Alexander's elite forces swiftly regrouped using the changing terrain and launched a rapid, fierce attack on Porus's flank. Alexander's cavalry, like lightning, struck at the weak points of Porus's army and quickly split the enemy lines. The battle was exceptionally fierce. Although elephants were powerful, they lacked the mobility of light cavalry and archers. Alexander's forces, through precise tactics and agile maneuvers, continuously weakened Porus's army. When King Porus saw his forces crumbling, he decided to personally lead the remaining troops in a final desperate resistance. But faced with Alexander's encirclement, he was ultimately captured. Alexander did not kill Porus, but showed leniency, treating him as a noble enemy. This decision, while not changing the war's outcome, became a legendary tale. Alexander's victory had a profound impact on subsequent history. He not only defeated Porus, but also demonstrated a new military philosophy. His tactics greatly challenged India's traditional warfare methods, exposing the vulnerability of Porus's elephant phalanx when facing agile troops.